let's introduce tonight's special guest.
He's one of our most celebrated magicians and the president of the Magic Circle. And since he first appeared on TV back in the 50s, he's been consistently on our screens with his own series, both here and around the world.
And although he's adept at all the conventional skills of the sorcerer's trade, he's come in recent years to be more and more identified with the magic of the mind. He'll be demonstrating that for us in a moment. But first, here's a flashback from the start of his TV career.
By the way, my name is David Berglas. Now, all I have to do is to rub the back of my hand, like this. In case you didn't see that the first time, I'll show you again. That's all you have to do. Would you like to know how that's done? Well, I'll show you. You see, all you have to do is to rub the back of your hand, like this. No good rubbing here or squeezing there, right there. So when you get home tonight, if you rub the back of your hands like that, you'll find cigarettes popping up all over the place. Try it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Berglas.
David, welcome along. It's lovely to have you here. And by the way, I'm glad to see that you do magic with those things and you don't smoke them.
Absolutely not. I have various techniques to help people give them up, and I never did actually smoke.
The clip that we just saw was from your early career.
Very early.
Can you remember your very first appearance?
Perhaps I shouldn't, but I can. It caused a sensation because I appeared in a short-sleeved sports shirt to show there was nothing up my sleeve, no pockets. But the other sensational thing about it was the young man who was helping me, putting funny faces and holding things for me, was unheard of at the time. You'll know his name now. It was, and it still is, Benny Hill.
Well, never.
Now, I know you specialize now in magic of the mind and have done for some years. Would you like to give us a little taster?
Well, this is a sort of an IQ test for the audience, because when you appear in front of an audience, you never really know what they're going to be like. So I test them out just to see how they react. Now, I'd like you to join in, not just the studio audience here, but everyone at home. I'm going to show you 3 words on a card. They're in color, you ignore the color, and you call out the words in unison. That means all together. All right. You ready? All together now.
Book, play, film.
Well, we're going to have it all together, as I said, so let's do it now.
Book, play, film.
Much better. In fact, better than I expected. Another 3 words, very simple, you see. Again, in color. This time, you ignore the words and call out the colors. Are you ready? Now.
Three.
That's confusing, isn't it? You knew what you were supposed to do, but your mind just wouldn't allow you to. Try it one more time. Just call out the colors now.
Orange.
One of those things. There is another experiment with timing, for instance. I'm going to ask you to join in. In fact, if you'd like to join in, you put your hands up like that. I have a little stopwatch here, and when I say now, would you all like to join in? Everyone put their hands up. Viewers at home, of course, put your hands up. When I say now, you put your hands down again. Are you ready? Okay. Now.
Oh! We all got caught out there.
David, I know you've got a very special demonstration of your powers for us now, haven't you? You're going to attempt to show us how you can control your physical workings of your body with the power of your mind. Is that right?
Well, some of them, yes. I certainly will try. For that, I've got some nurses that we invited to come along. They've chosen 2 of them to help me tonight. They're sitting in the audience somewhere. They're going to come out. I'll just take my jacket off in the meantime. If I may ask you to take it from me and roll my sleeves up and see what we can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Berglas.
Thank you. Your name is?
Sue.
Sue and?
I'm Chim.
Chim,
Yes.
I can see, actually. Normally I have to guess names. Could you join me on this little platform? You come on this side, and if you'd like to come on this side. All right, thank you. Just come on up. Fine, thank you. Very nice of you to come along, and thank you. It's a very simple thing for you, a little complicated for me. I'm going to ask you to take my pulse. I know you've done that 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, but I'm going to ask you, instead of counting with your watch or looking at your watch, I'm going to ask you to actually indicate what you can feel with your other hand. So you take the pulse and you indicate, all right? Just to help me, I will take my watch and my ring off, and then ask you to take the pulse, if you would. Tell me when you can feel it.
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, now with your other hand indicate. We have a little sound effect that you'll hear as you indicate. Go ahead and indicate the tempo that you can feel. All right? Normal pulse, of course. And of course, the same thing on this side. Like to take the pulse and then indicate when you can feel it. It should be exactly the same, I hope. Different sound effect, all right? A little bit difficult to do, I know. And now, without seeing any restrictions on my arms, or without holding my breath, or turning blue in the face, I'm going to try and vary them a little bit. And I think you'll find that it will slow down in a moment. As you can see, they're now not quite in sync, are they? Huh?
No.
What happened?
Well, it stopped.
It stopped. Is that possible medically?
Well, medically speaking, no.
I should think not.
It's still going.
I'm stopping this one.
Stopped.
What would you say normally at this moment?
That is not possible.
I know that. They're normally dead, aren't they?
Yes, you shouldn't be talking.
Well, I have to talk, but I'm hoping to try and restart it. It's okay. Right. One of you will feel one. I won't say which one, but one will start. There we go. And this one should start, but they're still not quite together. We'll try and speed them up a little bit. And as I said before, this is something that you do with biofeedback. By letting your mind concentrate, you can vary your pulse rates, your temperature, tension, all kinds of other things. But at this moment, I think we've got them back to normal. And that seems to be working out well. Thank you very much, okay? You won't have a go?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I tell you, when you take my pulse, it always races too fast anyway, so it won't work the way.
What do you like? Ladies and gentlemen, David Berglas.
Thank you.
Now let's have one last look at the extraordinary world of David Berglas.
Well, just before the show started, we asked the audience here to choose some people, and they came down, and a lot of them are standing at the side, and you'll see them in a moment, and we'll ask some of them to come over. But it's an unusual experiment, and for that I not only need some of the audience, but I need a table which is just behind you. Now, if some of you would like to just turn around, you see there's a table, take the tablecloth off, and then bring the table over here. Would a few of you do that, please? About 4 ladies, 4 gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's wonderful. Just, you bring it over here. Right to the center, place it down here. Excellent, thank you very much. Now what I'd like you to do is just to examine the table, if you would do that. Have a good look at it. Make sure there's nothing special about it. Can I ask you what you're looking for? It's difficult, isn't it? You ask someone to look for something on the table. What are you looking for? Never mind, let me place you and you'll have another chance to see it later on. Could I ask that lady to stand over there, please, and this lady to stand just here. We'll have that lady standing there and that one just over there. That's fine. Now we're going to fill it in with a gentleman. We'll have that gentleman just there, please. You, sir, there. That gentleman over here and another one there. Fine, just over here, if you would. Good. Now I'm going to ask you to squat down in a moment on one knee because you have to get up again. If you have any problems with knees, tell me about it now. All right, everybody? Fine. Would you get down now, please? All right, don't touch the table for a moment. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to put your hands on the table like this, very lightly, just fingertips. Don't lean on it too heavily. And then we're going to try an experiment which you hear about at a seance where we try and levitate tables. We always hear about it, but you never see it. Now, I don't make any claims. This is strictly for entertainment. It doesn't matter what you believe, but please cooperate. Do exactly what I tell you. Would you now like to put your hands on the table, please? Just fingertips, a little further on the table. That's fine. Would you put your hands a little further on the table? And you, excellent. And yours much further on the table, please. Nice and relaxed. Fingertips. That's great. Just there. Good. All right, you don't need to hold hands here. You can do that later. Right. Let me draw a little circle in the center there with a cross. It has no significance, but it's something to look at. So could I now ask you to look at the cross, the center of the cross, inside the circle, and then you take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Once you're comfortable, you try and raise the table with your fingertips. Now, please keep contact with the tabletop all the time. Don't push down, of course, and don't lift them up too quickly. And just try and lift it all together. Are you ready now? Would you stand up, please? No, get down again. Some of you are getting up too quickly. You, sir. And this lady, I think, is having a little problem. May I ask you to just change over with another lady there, if you don't mind? Would you like to come forward? Thank you very much. Just try and all get up at the same time. If you have a problem, let me know. Just squat down there, put your hands on the table, nice and relaxed. Fine, just like that. A little further on the table there. Again, look at the center of the cross. Don't worry about a thing. Look at the center of the cross now. Take a nice deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Say to yourselves, I can lift this table with my fingertips. Will you all stand up now, please? Stand up. You can lift it up. Yes, you can. Come on, bring it up. Bring it up. You can. Lift it up. Come on, don't press down. Lift. You can lift. Try this young lady here. And that gentleman and this lady, you're not lifting this side. Come on, lift it up higher. Yes, you can. Keep looking at the center of the cross. Don't look away. Don't look away. Look at the cross. A little higher. You can make it higher. Come on, bring it up higher, a little higher. Bring it higher. Yes, you can. So you keep looking away. May I ask you to lower down, please? It really doesn't help. You must follow my instructions all the time. May I ask you to leave for a minute? Could we have another gentleman, one of you, please? Would you like to? Do you mind, sir? I do need concentration on this. Thanks very much. If you'll just go back, please. Sorry about this, but I do need everyone to look. When I say look at the center of the... Get down again. Just relax. Very good. You're doing well. And it happened, and I saw the look on your surprise, the surprised look on some of your faces. The others were doubting. That gentleman started looking away, and I must ask you to look at the cross inside the circle all the time. So will you do that now, please? Look at the cross inside the circle. Take a nice deep breath. At no time, let go, and don't press down. Are you ready? Try and lift it. Stand up now and lift the table. Say you can, and you can. Yes, you can. Bring it up a little higher. Fine. And stop. Now, just to prove to yourselves that your fingers are not really stuck to the table, will you please wiggle your fingers like that? Wiggle your fingers. Move them, all of you. Come on, move. Wiggle them. Keep looking at the cross inside the circle. Stop. Never mind. Get down again. That's all right. You overdid the wiggling, didn't you? Just look at the cross again very quickly now. Look at the cross. You can do it. Now you know you can do it. It'll happen very quickly. Look at the cross inside the circle. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and say to yourself, I'm going to lift this table very high now. This time, up you get. Come on. Yes, you can do it. Look at the cross inside the circle all the time. Okay, now, lift your left hands. Put them back. Lift your right hands. Put them back. Be very careful now. Lift both hands. Put them back. Up. Up you can. Just come up. This young lady up, please. And you, fine, very good. You caught it well. Now, you won't believe this, but this table will do whatever I tell it to. Table, come this way, come on. Come this way, come towards me. Yes, you can. Come towards me. Come towards me. It can. As you can see, it's moving. Keep coming. And now come this way. Over here. Come on, you can. Keep looking at the cross inside the circle and stop. Now, you won't believe this, but the table loves music. So could I have a little table music, please? And we'll try and get it to dance. Now, this is beautiful music. If you listen to it carefully, you'll get an urge in your fingertips, and your fingertips will start dancing. So start dancing, table. Move. Come on, sway. A little faster. A little faster. Listen to the music. Let your fingers do the dancing. Keep looking at the cross inside the circle. A little faster. 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 Stop that now and start spinning. Spin. Come on, you can do it. Keep looking at the cross inside the circle all the time. Don't take your eyes off. Cross inside the circle, faster. Stop and reverse. Get down again, get down quickly. Look at the cross inside the circle. Up again. One more time, quickly, very quickly. And reverse the other way now, faster. Faster, 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 faster. Come on, faster. Tables up. That's it. All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much. If you'd like to leave, thank you very much. And thank you very much. All right? Thanks. All the way.
That's the Magic for this week. Good night.